Hi friends, today I am going to review the book, Is You Are Genius at Work? 4 Key Questions to Ask Before Your Next Career Move by Dick Richards. Ready for a change? If you are restless for a change in your personal or professional life, you may not be using your genius, that innate inner ability that makes work effortless. Each person's genius is unique. It is the natural flow of energy that aligns you with the outer world and leads you to your sense of purpose. When your career coincides with your destiny and your internal gifts, you are on the path to recognizing your own genius. Your genius is sweeping along below the surface of your activities. When the personal gifts that make people productive actually align with their work, they are much happier. People who are dissatisfied with their jobs most likely lack that connection with their inner genius. Genius is a spontaneous interest, a natural ability, a special power that comes to you very easily. Recognizing your genius will give you a feeling of accomplishment and joy. Everyone has a natural genius, but discovering and acknowledging it is often difficult. People frequently do not recognize their genius and, in fact, may even suppress it. There are general guidelines to help you reach the point at which your genius becomes obvious to you. Recognizing your genius unleashes new power, enabling you to accomplish more because you have released your innate capabilities. If you fail to acknowledge your genius, you may become frustrated and tense. You could find yourself working in areas where you have no innate ability. In contrast, when you work in a realm that complements your natural talents, you accomplish more for yourself and others. When you recognize your genius, you will realize 6 main benefits. 1. You will develop a more positive self-image, a more focused view of your life and a better sense of how you can help others. 1. You will have a greater understanding of what life is all about. 1. You will be more confident and energetic. 1. You will be equipped to explain what you can contribute. 1. You will become more satisfied and productive, since once you know your strengths you can find outlets that use your talents to their peak. 1. You will feel greater satisfaction. Finding your own genius. What do you need to do to identify your personal strength? Many people lament that they cannot do things better, or they blame other people when they fall short of their goals. The alternative to blaming others is to recognize your own real strengths. This requires a different perspective. To begin the quest for your genius, ask yourself 4 vital questions. 1. What is your genius? What are your unique talents? 2. Is your genius at work? Are you using these qualities? 3. What is your purpose? Have you found your life's meaning and focus? 4. Is your genius on purpose? Are your genius and your purpose aligned? 5. When this happens, your self, the combination of your physical and psychological being, will become more integrated. 6. This is when you will derive the most meaning from your personal and professional lives. When you experience it, you will know that you have gotten it right. Identifying your special skill or genius can be difficult. Some people have trouble believing that they even have a genius. This delays their discovery. Some 1/3 of those who have attended 3-day workshops on this topic cannot identify their genius, though many do so later, after they live with the idea and reflect further. Starting the search. To identify your genius, use a 3-step process of self-examination. Step 1 is to review your past experiences and look for a pattern. Don't be judgmental, just look at what you have done. Step 2 is to try to let your thoughts free associate among your experiences. Make note of what comes to mind. Step 3 is a period of deeper thought to process your perceptions and try to determine what drives your behavior. Be objective about the things you have done. Delve into yourself for more information about what has pushed you in certain directions. Genius is elusive because we generally do not consider that we have a genius at all, or we ignore it or are not used to thinking about it. This is as concrete as solving a mathematical problem. These steps are designed to engage your subconscious and conscious mind to reach a realization. Relax or undertake some distracting activity so your subconscious mind can work. In this exercise, diversion has a real purpose. Some people find names for their genius while jogging or fishing. Recognizing your genius is mostly a matter of gathering pertinent information about yourself and then working with the information in a way that yields a name for your genius. Naming your genius will give you a sense of ownership, image or stewardship. Once you identify it and name it, it will have a new meaning for you. A name can change a person's identity. Think what happens when a med student can use the name doctor. Finding the right name to describe your innate talent accurately is critical because it tags your core being. Each name is unique, and most are phrases, such as optimizing results or building platforms. The source of insight is intuition, a particularly elusive quality and not one amenable to the promptings of planning, analysis or even rational thought. This mental examination is necessary, since genius comes naturally to people but they often don't notice it. Most people are trained to notice rational or quantitative data, and to disregard subjective or emotional data. If you begin to absorb information new ways, you can change your thought process. This will affect what you believe, which then will influence how you act and what reactions you get from others. In short, this can change your entire environment. Purpose directs your decisions about what to do, when to do it, where to live, with whom to associate, and what to turn away from. Where should you look for your genius? Clues can come from strong emotions you hold about an activity or event. Signs also come from questions other people ask you, or from your worries, meditations, recurring ideas, past successes, images, intuition, and any unexpected events you experience. Perceiving these signs is challenging because genius is so close to everyday life that people don't recognize it. But when you find it, it will unleash a full awareness that will be liberating and instantly recognizable. Acknowledging your genius is a memorable, profound event. People who have agonized over this process describe this revelation as an emotional release or a blinding flash, often accompanied by crying, grinning, or feeling elated. The notion of genius as a divine gift echoes everywhere genius is present. This process of discovery is not without fear or conflict. For instance, if you identify your genius, it may involve a career change, which could provoke a decrease in income or a move. In other cases, people have discovered their genius and worked with their employers to apply that special talent in their current jobs. One research chemist discovered that he was happiest when he was finding solutions for other people's problems. He worked with his firm to develop a mobile lab that went to job locations to prepare custom lubricants. He and his employer both benefited from his discovery. Genius belongs to the realm of mystery, together with spirit and soul, and so exactly who or what it is, and how it is related to us, will probably never be perfectly clear. Once you recognize your genius, put it to work. This could mean getting retrained, finding a new job that suits your unique talents, or redefining your current job. If you cannot use your genius to its fullest advantage at work because of economic or occupational restrictions, accept the situation for now, and seek other outlets where you can use it, perhaps in a hobby or as a volunteer. The image of genius. Everyone's search for genius evokes certain images, shaped by religion and culture. While each person's image is different, certain commonalities link people's ideas about genius. These common traits center on the following concepts. 1. Genius is a gift from God. Plato was the first to emphasize the image of genius as divine inspiration. 2. In the Republic, he says that the three fates assign personalities and talents to the souls who pass before them. 3. Each soul receives a destiny, a lifelong guardian angel and divine inspiration, or genius. 4. The soul forgets the element of genius that was paired with it. 5. This is one reason why it is so hard for people to find or remember their genius, a part of their soul. 6. Genius is an intermediary between God and the mundane world. This idea assumes that genius is independent and separate from the divine, the body and the soul, but that it connects each person with the divine. 7. The Hebrew, Egyptian and Chinese languages all have words for this link between the individual and the realm of holiness. 8. A genius has a responsibility to use his or her talents to help others. People who recognize their genius have a duty to act for the common good. 9. Every person's genius consists of a unique set of talents. No other individual has your exact combination of innate talents, so you can do some things better than anyone else in the world. 9. This is a source of unique talent, as well as individual power. 10. Genius is a result of your natural talents. When you have a natural talent, it comes to you easily and without excessive concentration. 10. In practice, this means that you can show your great talent with little effort, though not necessarily without training. 11. Genius should exist in your natural state, at the core of your existence. 11. It takes less effort to use a natural gift, but because it is part of your natural state, it also is harder to recognize. 12. Your genius guides and protects you. Guardian angels help protect your genius and help you achieve your higher purpose, not through a physical connection, but through dreams, inspiration, instincts and other signals. 13. Plato called his genius a guide, while Socrates said his genius cautioned him against making mistakes. 14. Discarding your genius can hurt your future development. While your genius is not your purpose in life, it can help you seek that purpose, but this quest requires work. 14. If you don't do the work and if you disregard that search, you will not fulfill your special obligation. 15. Neglecting your genius will take you down an incorrect life path, waste your talents and dilute your passions. 16. Genius provides the energy for your soul, so do not diminish it. 16. Your goal is to identify your genius, and then work with others who will acknowledge your special talents, encourage them and appreciate what your inner gifts offer. Finding your true purpose. Finding your purpose is a conscious, deliberate effort to give your life a larger meaning. Contemporary self-help writers, including Deepak Chopra, Lawrence Bolt, Stephen Covey and James Redfield, say this search process can lead to a unique result that will bring meaning to your life. Finding your purpose puts your life into a universal perspective. The search for a purpose has these characteristics. 1. Purpose is different for each individual. This is the search for spiritual meaning, as opposed to the drive to find a vocational mesh. 2. Many people don't realize that their spiritual quest has been going at the subconscious level for years. 3. When it becomes conscious, it leads them to a greater awareness. 4. People find their purpose through examination or revelation. 5. Purpose is how you show your genius to the world. Genius is how your talents reside inside you. 6. People whose genius is working with plants can become, for instance, landscape designers. 7. Identifying your purpose will make you better at your life's work. Your work and life will be more satisfying. 8. People who find their purpose often feel guided about what to do. 9. This marriage of genius and purpose helps shape their lives. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. Marianne Williamson. The corollary of purpose is responsibility. People with purpose are better equipped to deal with the events and tensions of daily reality. With purpose, you become the product of your own actions, beliefs and emotions. You no longer blame fate or luck. You become stronger about accepting accountability for events you control. You are no longer a victim. Now you have purpose, which gives you the power and the responsibility to change. Takeaways. 1. Everyone has an inner genius, but most people don't know what their genius is. 2. This genius is an innate ability or talent that makes aligned work purposeful. 3. Finding your genius will lead you to your true purpose. 4. People who develop their genius have a more positive viewpoint and a better sense of how to help others. 4. People who do not are often frustrated and unhappy. 5. To identify your genius, examine your past experiences. 6. Then engage in free association between your experiences to look for patterns. 7. Determine what drives your behavior and how you evolve to your current situation. 8. Many people believe that their genius is a spiritual gift and a link with the divine. 9. People who find and fulfill their purpose deal better with the tensions of daily reality. 10. Finding your purpose makes you accountable for getting the most from your life. 11. If you enjoyed watching our content and want to stay updated with our latest videos, we'd greatly appreciate it if you could subscribe to our YouTube channel. 11. Your support truly means the world to us. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching.